last couple videos, we've had girl chat. You guys have asked for it, and we came back with girl chat. And I'm here with your here bestie and mine, Tiffany Dawn. She got it going on. And we're going to be talking a little bit about cheating respectfully. And we're going to be talking about public perceptions as it pertains to relationships, couple goals, all of that stuff. Now, I don't know how many of you guys have seen the video, but I'm actually going to insert it in this video so you can see it.
I believe in cheating respectfully. I never tell my man, like, oh, you can go cheat on me.
So cheating respectfully to me is cheating where I don't find out, is having control over your other women, is using condoms and not having babies. Like, cheat respectfully, because believe it or not, your man is cheating. But I'm not leaving my man over a one-night stand with a period.
I will only leave my man for three things. You bring me home an STD, you have a baby on me, or if you gay. Everything else is work-outable for me.
Yeah.
Like,
where it was a reality TV show. Do you know the name of the show, Tiff?
No.
I don't remember it either. And she was talking about we got to cheat respectfully, and cheating respectfully is basically your spouse, your man, boyfriend, whatever, he's cheating, but you don't know that he's cheating. So he hides it from you. So he keeps all his other girls in check so that you don't know, and he doesn't bring home any infections, any diseases, and no pitney. Yeah, that's what she said. And she said, there are only 3 things that would make me leave a man: if he's gay, if he brings home a child, or if he gives her.
Who wouldn't know that he's gay though? Because he's cheating respectfully. And this is the end of this conversation. So next topic.
I can't believe people are out here thinking that there's such a thing as cheating respectfully. Like,
but let's go back to what the girl said. She said, if he's gay, she'll leave. How do you know there's men on the down low?
On the down.
We got it. We got a story there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how will you know?
I mean, you're right, because this is all a part of the cheating respectfully.
Yeah, I want to know.
She just said, keep them in check. Don't tell me nothing. So
then why are you with the person that, like, obviously you don't trust them?
Right, because her last remark was, and for all of y'all who think that your man's not cheating, please, you're naive. As if to say every guy out here
hurt. And hurt people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. What? Miss what? Come again.
For real. Like, what went on in your life, in your past, for you to
be that way?
To come up with this?
I would assume, right,
mm-hmm.
that she had been cheated on so many times.
Mm-hmm. It's now become a routine.
Yeah. So do you reveal this conversation with the men you're dealing with on the first date? He's saying I could cheat respectfully. Why am I with you if I'm not respecting you? That's not cheating respectfully. Is not respectful.
That doesn't even go together in a sentence. Like,
you're withholding information.
Like,
weird.
It doesn't work. Cheating, because of what cheating is and how it entails and the definition of it itself, how can it be respectful?
I don't. And then, are you respecting yourself? Like, I don't.
Go there, Tiff.
You're disrespecting yourself by allowing someone to treat you the way they do.
Mm-hmm. Treat you less than, and for you to settle. Like, what?
Yeah, okay. Talk to someone else. So then he doesn't need to be your boyfriend. He doesn't need to be your man. He doesn't need to be your husband. He does not need to be that. Unless you guys have this conversation where you're like, you're rich.
Mm-hmm.
I'm living off of your wealth. Please cheat respectfully.
Uh-oh.
That's where, like, you had the conversation, so I guess you need to treat respectfully too, which is like, don't, and does that entail not letting other people know that you are cheating respectfully?
And does that then become an open relationship, or open
It's,
relationship is when
yeah,
they
I think
also,
that's considered
I,
open
I don't know.
but closed
That's
information.
sad. 'Cause-
And then remember that guy who was giving the information about the guys, like, guys don't cheat on your girl. What's his name? Action Jackson.
yes, 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 yes.
So was he cheating respectfully?
Of course not.
Of course not.
He could not have been. I mean, everything came out. So
Yes, but so he should have been
Yes.
cheating respectfully.
I guess some could say that maybe he was, because she was unaware. The wife didn't know, right? Isn't that by her definition cheating respectfully? Make sure I don't know what's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, miss me with all of that.
100%. Cheating is cheating, whether I know, I don't know. Respectful. You don't respect yourself. He does not respect you. He does not respect the union.
Cheating
Whatever you guys are trying to
respectfully
build.
is a low-key entanglement.
100%. 100% an entanglement.
Entangled in a web of untruth
Lies.
and lies and deceit.
Mm-hmm. And who does that really benefit? And for the people, actually, I don't even know if she has kids, the person who said it. But I'm thinking, like, what if she does have children, and specifically a daughter? What are you telling your daughter in that situation? To be okay with guys who want to be with you in the moment and then leave you in the next moment or whatever, or say they make up an excuse to go somewhere? And when this video came out, I started rewatching The Secret Life of an American Teenager, this show from way back. A messy, messy show. It's on Disney Plus right now. And the thing that stuck out to me was when Adrian, the school most experienced person sexually, I'll say it that way.
On Disney?
Ciao, Disney Plus. They have everything. It's the plus part. It's the plus part.
Must be like a plus.
She said, "I'd rather be the one you cheat with, not the one you cheat on." And there are people
Both are bad though.
Yeah, but there are people who have that mindset where it's like, yeah, but he's still spending time with me. He's cheating with me, not on me. But technically, he's cheating on both of y'all, because when he's not with you, he with the other one. So I don't know how you've justified it in your head. Like, how does that make sense?
I think the people, and this is all speculation and assumption coming over here, okay? They might be doing it to make themselves feel better about the situation, knowing how unfortunate the situation is. Maybe like, if I phrase it like this, then it doesn't sound so bad, type of thing. This is slightly going off this topic, like slightly, but I'm a person of behavior. So like, my behavior in one section of my life is not compartmentalized to this one section. It overflows into another section. So it made me start thinking, like, if I'm allowing respectful cheating in my relationship, do I respectfully cheat on my taxes? Do I respectfully cheat if I'm in high school? Do I respectfully cheat on the test because the teacher don't know?
Yeah.
Like, it ain't gonna hurt you. So then it makes me think of like your moral values.
Yes.
Right?
Definitely.
What are you doing when nobody's looking? Because that's what I feel like we'll be judged on.
And that's very true. And you mentioned something at the beginning earlier where you said, what was in this girl's past, like this specific person's past, like what happened? Because something must have happened, or we're speculating because we don't know these people, but
Especially,
we believe something may have happened, and that's what's caused it to be like, okay, this may be a recurring issue. Rather
right.
than make it a big thing, I'll
Mhm.
just have this disclaimer: cheat respectfully, because
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that kind of hurt and that kind of problem again.
True. True. To soften the blow.
Hmm.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. But yeah, just the way it sounds, the way it makes you feel, certain words. Maybe she's a person who um, you know, words affect her a lot,
Hmm.
which I would assume words affect their body. But yeah, I do think that probably just softens the blow to make people feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
And then they can continue to operate. Nobody can. Also, another thing,
Hmm.
don't tell me about my man. Don't tell me
Yep.
about my man.
That's it. That's it.
Like that, I know that is another blow for women. Like, excuse me, what do you know about my man? He's
Uh-huh.
not me.
Uh-huh.
He ain't got yeah, yeah.
So
Like,
I have a question based on what you just said now because
uh,
my mind's running. Which one's worse? Hearing it from the man or hearing it from the external
the
party?
streets, though. Like, who, who do I run to? Okay, like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it depends on who's speaking in the streets. Like if it's my girls who been my girls, regardless of a man who's in and out, like
Mm-hmm.
Walmart doors.
Oh
Like,
gosh.
and why are the men in and out my life like Walmart doors? I'm just saying, so I'm thinking like, who is bringing the tea to the
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Who is speaking it?
Okay.
And
So what if it's like
and how
a
long,
random?
wait, how long have I known this man?
Okay.
Because we only know what people allow us to know.
Very true. So
My mic. So it's like, are they really like who's telling the truth here?
mhm.
That's discernment. You ask God for discernment. Go ahead.
No, because if your man doesn't tell you, and then this woman appears, so this is like a stranger. Maybe you've seen her on his social media. She liked a picture, she commented, and she did like heart eyes or whatever the case is.
Mhm.
And just like she shows up and she's like, "Hey, I don't know if you know this, but," and obviously, or not obviously, but based off of my TV watching and my little life experience, the woman usually appears when there's some sort of issue with now the man, like he's not giving her enough time, or he stopped giving her money, or
Because she
just
requires
attention.
more.
Exact, or that she's like, you know what, you said you were gonna break it off with your main person. What's happening? Yeah,
Should the side piece require more than what is asked of her? You're
when you
not being respectful to your title, miss.
because when you go to McDonald's and you ask for a side of fries, do they give you a large? Do they give you more than the side that you asked for? When you're getting side items with your meal, isn't it
Mhm.
small? Not
In
that
it,
small.
and it's expected though.
Yeah.
Mother.
When you order your side item at your fast food restaurant or your takeout places,
Right.
do you get the large entree? Do you get everything with it? Or is it just something small? You get a side of
It is,
fries, side of coleslaw, side of potato.
you're right in size, but also you know what is expected.
Okay.
You know the purpose. So I wasn't even talking to this guy. I met this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And met him at a party, great dancer.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, lose space for the Lord. Let's see what's inside there. So we went out to dinner maybe 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, have this conversation, getting to know this person. I absolutely did not speak to them on the phone. Like, so I'm really trying to get to know the person.
Mm-hmm.
And he was so truthful and upfront with me
Mm-hmm.
that he said he has a main girlfriend and then side
Right.
pieces.
Oh, okay.
And he explained that the side piece
Mm-hmm.
could never take the role of a girlfriend. And I said, you're so absolute about that, but you don't know
Wow.
what value that side piece can bring.
Mm-hmm.
You may think it's a side piece or whatever. And he really just used them for sexual whatever. And I was like, okay, well, obviously don't put me on the roll call. Don't sign my name. Like I'm not about
applying
that
for a job.
I don't even really like you like that. So thank you so much for the moxies. Later on, come to find that he actually has a fiance. So what I'm assuming here is that all these women in his life, because he's so upfront, they know their roles.
And they're okay with their roles.
Right. And the assumption would then be, because he went out on a date with me and he had a fiance, that he is cheating respectfully.
Oh, wow.
Because it's crazy. And then later on, I go to a New Year's event. Oh, no. He's there with the fiance, the still fiance.
Because she goes to the big events. You're not going to see the side.
And I was approached and I'm like, yo, fiance is here. Like, what? Are you crazy? Like, where's the respect? Don't even touch me. Don't even talk to me.
There must have been like a 6 feet. Maybe she was.
Well, she never. It's interesting. I was introduced to the fiance, but he was not present. And in my heart of hearts, I was like, man, do you know what your fiance is up to, miss?
Exactly.
Like, and he later on married her. So I'm based upon what he has told me, he could still be cheating.
Wow.
Respectfully.
That's it. That's now I'm
RESPECT.
I have 2 things to say. And the first one being, I want to know from the people watching if they feel as though you should have said something to her, even though I don't feel like it was your place to say something.
No, I don't even know her from a can of paint. Sorry. Okay. I don't know you. I did not have any relationship with her. I do not. I literally.
And what you're saying to him from him was hearsay. So to say that to mash up something would
right. So I'm not. No, I'm not telling her anything because I don't know you. I'm not crazy. I was gonna say ballsy, but either way. I'm just. There's a way to do things. Mm-hmm. You're no respectfully. Boy. So in sometimes we receive certain messages from people in our lives based upon relationships. So an acquaintance telling you something versus someone who's a little bit closer, pays a little bit more attention to your life. You'll receive it differently, right?
Sure.
And so in that moment, in that space, it was a no son. Nah. But I was also like, wow, I would never find myself in that type of relationship. And I was almost the side piece one time.
I have a story.
What the spirit told me. And I confronted. I was almost a side piece. And I said, no way. I said, no way. And I said, listen, I saw something. And then
your little spidey senses went off. They're like,
okay. I was like, no. And I called him out on it. And he was like, he admitted to what was going on. And I was like, my heart is too fragile for all of that. So I will Homer Simpson, myself in the bush. Yeah, that's it. I was like, no,
So
not
my
me.
little story, a couple years ago, um,
Your stories are nuts. What bad?
because I guess this may be an example of cheating respectfully, and I'm using that term loosely. Listen, because based off cis definition, this is what I guess he probably thought he was doing. So I had a boyfriend, and there were like little red flags where I was like, what's going on here? Confronted him because there was this girl and he was messaging her, yada yada yada, hang out with her. Didn't care at first because I'm like, meh, whatever. And I mean, I'm young. Are you really gonna be the one I marry? Obviously not. So he came to me and he said, Deandra, you give me the 95% I need, but she gives me 5%. Literally hit me with the stats. And I said,
No, no.
I said, okay. And the 5% at the time, being completely transparent and honest, was sexual. It was an
Which was
act.
probably his 100%.
Well, there you go. Because clearly the 5% was worth us breaking up, right? So we had our
Wow.
conversation where it was like, oh no, she don't mean nothing. I'm not gonna do nothing with her. Blah blah blah. We just talk, and she just sends me pictures and blah blah blah. And I said, okay, whatever. Again, I was like, sure. Carried on with my day, or a couple days later, and he's like, yeah, I blocked her. I deleted her number from my phone.
Why?
This, that, and the other. Right. I guess he maybe waited, and he's like, 95 is more than 5%. It came to senses. I didn't think so because I didn't trust it.
Right.
Long and short of the story, this person's name um, was changed in the phone. So Andre was the name that it was changed to. And when you have Andre at an A, that's all he did. He just took off the A.
Wow.
Yeah. So I said, I must be stripping. Now I know my parents never raised no fool. So I respectfully, because that's how the word should be used, I said, thank you so much. And I left. I said, I should not be in here trying to fight. I'm not, me's a girl who really not fight over man.
He's like, yo.
I can't do it. I don't have the energy for that. It's either you choose me or you don't choose me. And if you're willing to weigh the 95 to the 5% and you want to act a fool with the 5%, go act a fool. I ain't
Wow.
stopping you.
Isn't it amazing though how some marriages are ruined over the 2% that they're looking for or the 1%? Like that's what you want to risk right now?
And
Those
that
are
is
your
crazy
stats?
to me. It's true. It's true. It's like
Help
one
me.
thing may not be working, but I guess over time that one thing becomes so great.
Mhm.
And I guess in my situation, being in the age that we were, the child was just very horny. And
Yeah.
I was not able, as we saw in Taylor's video, Taylor's like, can I meet, like in the girl chat, can I
Your
meet?
need.
Exactly. And if
But
I can't, bow out.
he's not thinking though. He's also not thinking at that age, right? Younger.
Yeah.
Like my situation happened when literally I turned 30.
Oh.
So he's a grown game.
He's had
You know what I'm
experience.
saying? But like your mentality at the younger age isn't thinking about the actual stats.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they could easily compromise 5%, 10%, whatever. Older than that is my concern because it's like,
Yep.
you know better.
Right?
Know better.
Know better, do better. Mm-hmm.
Right. And so it's unfortunate that you are now at this place for this lady who is settling because you know better, sister.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Know better.
And why are you settling? Like
there's so many. Oh, I shouldn't say there's so many.
That's my thing though.
There are many. There are great men out there. There are brothers.
I look at some of these women and I'm like, you're not ugly. you are beautiful, and maybe you may be lacking a little in the self-confidence or the self-esteem, or even just knowing your worth, but why settle?
It's experience, right? If our environment, and it's really hard sometimes, but some allow their environments to determine who they will be and what they will have. And it is a mental battle to fight to get out of that space.
Yeah.
So the other assumption is that that was the environment that she was raised to not really have, or not even, maybe it's not even that they never fed her that self-confidence or self-care, but it was more of, it was just not spoken about and not attended to. So we can have like a great household look wise, but if you're not feeding into that and encouraging that, then it's still unhealthy, right? And it's not the best. Yeah, I'm not going to say that she grew up in a space where she saw constant cheating and maybe she got the term from her mom, but I do feel like if that's not something that is encouraged, to know like, hey, Brenda, you deserve better.
Yeah.
You don't have to stay with someone who doesn't want to be loyal to you. You deserve the respect. You deserve that. So I feel like our environments,
definitely,
they do play a part, but they don't have to play the full thing. Like, you just have to know, who are you surrounding yourself with?
That's where I was gonna go. So even after you've been raised as a child and you may have seen this, it could be your friends and that adult environment that you have now where they're making it seem like this is the norm. Because if I have 5 or 4 girlfriends and all of their men are cheating or cheating respectfully, I'm gonna be like, so why ain't my man cheating respectfully? Because that's all I'm seeing. So my brain is gonna be conditioned that this is normal. Like this should be normal. Why isn't
normal behavior?
Exactly. And I feel like that's where our society is kind of transitioning to, where these things that are normally seen as, oh no, like this should not happen. A relationship is really meant to be between 2, not 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 people. That's where we're moving towards, where it's like, I've invited every Tom, Dick, and Harry, or every Sue, Brenda, and Mary to be a part of a relationship. And the next thing that I wanted to talk about, still with the whole social media thing, is now, I guess, public perceptions or couple goals. And seeing people post different pictures and you're like, oh my gosh, this couple is amazing. I want to be just like them. Da, da, da.
Literally a figment of time.
Okay.
A millisecond.
Come on.
But, and so I think, like, again, people are like, oh my God, he's such a nice guy. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
You guys look so good together.
You're not there behind the doors when he's like, I want to have the last say. What kind of garbage?
On that note, thanks for watching That's Just TMI, guys, where we are thought-provoking. Okay, Tiff?
Thought-provoking.
Motivational. Inspirational.
Don't
forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell so you're notified. Goodbye.